dudes. I've been thinking about something lately that might be, worth discussing. And it is how a lot of you guys are at the time of your life where, you're either getting married or you're having kids, work demands are piling up. You start to lose yourself in your new role. The temptation is huge. Societal pressure, once you have children, is enormous. The general expectation is you have a child now, so selfish things like, working out or personal interests have to go by the wayside in order to do the right thing for your child. The implication being your child needs 100% of you. Or it can be your spouse or your family or your job. Expectations that if you're not giving all of yourself, then somehow you are not measuring up. I dispute that. I don't give anyone 100% because I still need to maintain my identity. I'll tell you why this is front and center in my mind right now. Our last child ended up being 2, so we ended up going from a family of 3 kids to a family of 5. That's 7 people. There's a lot of demands there. I have teenagers and babies in the same household. We just did a big trip down to Disneyland, so there was a lot of travel. That is incredibly demanding on the parents. Then when we got back, we've spent the last month being sick with a rotating series of 5 illnesses that's worked its way through everyone in the household a few times. That pressed me to my limit. At the same time, there's been a bunch of demands at work. And there's enormous pressure just to stop lifting, right? Because I need more hours in the day, and there's a couple right there. I didn't give it up because that's the last piece of me that is not Kent the engineer, or Kent the dad, or Kent the husband. And that's not fair. It's not fair for the world, or for my wife, or for my kids, or for my job to expect that they can consume my identity. I remember once when I was doing contest prep and the demands of that were getting really high, I asked Krista Schaus, who's a PN lean eating coach and also an unbelievably successful bodybuilder, and I said, how do you give 100%? She said, I don't give 100% to anyone, not even my kids. Those last few percent are for me. So you need to remember that because right now the dieting part, the demands are as high as they will ever be in trying to be a big lifter. It's always easier when you're either maintaining or just lifting to do modest gating. So right now this is about as much as it'll get. And some of you have had coincident things pop up like marriages or children or promotions. And probably the tendency is huge to just say, well, it's time for me to mature and grow up and give myself up to my kids, my job, my wife. You don't have to, you shouldn't. I don't think it's healthy. So if you'd like to discuss this some more, there's the usual methods, but I welcome the discussion. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Peace out.